guys, and welcome to episode 27 of Surgan's Feed the Beast Season 3 Let's Play. I'm here at my base, and I made a few changes, and I'm going to go ahead and show them to you now. I enclosed this area here, and also I made a roof and walls around my farm area. And let me show you why. In here, I kept losing my broom. And it's not due to hecates. What it is, after doing some research on the forums and looking up a few other things, it seems that the entities like the broom and the golems get out, move away from my door. I need another way out of here. Maybe I should put a set of ladders, because animals can't climb ladders. And they keep getting in my doorway. Let me just pick them up and move them. Oh, there they go. So, basically the broom and the golems keep disappearing. And that's basically because what happens is when they're outside, and I had to replace these golems a couple times, so I just put a broom right there. They're a lot cheaper to make. And I still have my little straw golem guy here. When they're outside, it's a higher chance. It still happened with it enclosed, but it doesn't happen as often, it seems. What happens is the world, when there's nobody on the server, when someone logs in, the world generates, right? And sometimes the golems and the brooms will generate before the ground. So what happens is then they fall through the ground, and then the ground generates afterwards, and then they fall into the void and die. So by surrounding them, wow, that was a huge lag spike. By surrounding them in basically a room, it's a less likely chance that it'll happen, but it still has happened to me over there. So unfortunately, that's something that I really can't control because it has to do with the world loading up. Now, one other thing that I'm running into is down here. Remember my power system? I have to keep flipping this lever every time I log back in, just to get the power jump started. And then if you notice, the power starts going down. And that's because, for some reason, right here, this redstone clock is not working right. So I have to break it, replace it, and then it works just fine. Let's get that back up to power. So I kind of want to deal with that this episode. Also, if you notice, since we're not on the 1.06, we're not generating as much power. I think before we were generating like 53 megawatts, now we're just generating 3. So we could do a whole lot better. Over here looks like everything's flowing the way that it needs to. I should have plenty of power in here. You know what? I think it might be time to upgrade this power system too. So maybe we can do all of that this episode. Now, I haven't been using these advanced genetics machines very much, but I think I'm going to go ahead and leave them there. I disconnected the power because it seems that they do drain power even when they're not in use. So they're no longer connected, but I do still have the little, the little way down here. If I just pop down here, I do have this little corridor here that I can still put the power if I need to. Now I gotta replace that one. I also have lots of ender seeds, and I'm getting pretty good on the Certus quartz seeds. Let me just grab a couple of these stone bricks. And so I think this episode, like I said, I'd like to sort out the power. And I don't want to really do it in here. I mean, I could do it right here, I did move my blast furnace. I'm not really putting that in here anymore. Just because I'd like to get into a few other machines from Rotary Craft, but I want to generate a little bit more power. Now, if you remember, I'm running my ME system off of Rotary Craft power as well. Maybe we can switch that up when we sort out our power system here. Why does that one say 0? Oh, it's just updating. So I think what I'd like to do is... Oh, there's water right there. Well, maybe we can just go down right here. I'd like to build like a sub-basement. So I'm going to take just a minute to clear out a little bit of space and get that started to be built. So how does this room look? It's not huge, but it'll do the job. And it's just, I was able to extend this down. I just removed the water. We don't need it. I just needed it for this igneous extruder when I was doing obsidian, but I can always set up another one. So now, what I'd like to do, I'm just cooking up a little bit of stone. What I'd like to do is turn this off, at least for right now, and pick everything up, because I want to transplant it downstairs. So, go ahead and pick this up, and go ahead and grab these. I told those to stop putting cobble into the volcanic furnace, so that should just about, yeah, it's clearing up. You know what, just to help it along, let's go ahead and use up a little bit more power. Because that's ultimately what's going to use the lava that's still in it, because I want that lava used. But while it's doing that, and we should be able to pick up this chest. I know I'm going to spill cobble all over the ground. That's okay. And I didn't even get the chest. There we go. So what I'd like to do is come down here and put my aqueous accumulator here. And, wonder if I can just put the chest behind it. It's not going to hurt anything to just put the chest right here. So we're going to put this here, and then we're set this up to output to, nope, that's input, output to this side. So that way it still outputs to the chest. We're going to throw all of this in here. And I still have some upstairs. I'll go ahead and throw my lava in here right now. I don't want to throw the water in because I don't want it to start generating just yet. Go ahead and pick up the rest of this here, and you're getting there. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's using lava very fast. So let's throw a little bit more stone in here, and I'll even throw some in the one upstairs. Now I changed out these ladders. These are actually ladders made with stone from Tinker's Construct. Basically, you can get stone sticks just like that. And you take those stone sticks and make it just like a ladder. Now, you only get 3, but it's stone. I have plenty of it, and so it doesn't really matter that you only get 3 ladders. I'm gonna, you know what? I don't need this to get rid of all of its lava. I'm gonna be making more anyway. So what we can do is place it right back where it was, right on top here. I don't know that I like that layout now. I kind of do want the chest somewhere else. I guess this works fine. Yeah, it'll work okay. So I need to get back in here. And because I want the output Yeah, I do kind of want the chest there. I wonder if we place this on top of the chest, will I still be able to open the chest? Probably not. But that's okay, because it only has cobble in it anyway. Kind of defeats the purpose, though. Oh, I know what we can do. Let's put the chest, which I still did not pick up again. We'll put the chest right on top. And then we'll put... yeah, we'll put this here. And then what we can do... I'm still not loving this layout. I know, I'm changing it up. So there we go, chest. I am going to put the chest back here. And I'll go ahead and put the volcanic furnace right on top here. Yeah, that'll work a lot better. So we're going to throw all of our cobblestone back in here again. That's what I should have just went with from the start. And we'll say the output is to the back. So that way it'll still output to the chest. And we'll go ahead and put our item ducts here, here, and here. And then I don't want them to connect to the back, because it's not going to be able to input there anyway. And just need the pneumatic servo. And we tell it to ignore a redstone signal, and it should start pumping all of the cobblestone into our volcanic furnace. Now, we can go ahead and cover this up, and so we still have access to the igneous extruder, and we still have access to the volcanic furnace, so if we need a little bit of cobblestone, we'll be able to grab it right out of there, but we have plenty in our system, so it's not like I'm gonna need it. And let me just make sure that there's nothing else up here that I need to clean up. Now I am gonna need some more fluid ducts, which I have quite a bit of. That's good. It means I don't have to make any more. And let's see. And I'll just go ahead and go down this way. It doesn't hurt that it pumps lava into here. So let's go ahead and get this thing started. And it should start creating cobblestone. That's good, that's good. So we're going to tell this to your output. And I want to come this way because I'd like to put a lot of my magmatic dynamos right here. There we go. And I probably need another servo for right here. I wonder if there's one installed. I think there was one installed right here. Yep, there we go. So what we can do is throw this right back into here and tell you to ignore redstone signal, and there we go. So it'll start filling up the lava here as long as we tell this that this can be an input. And if we ever need, we can always set up an infinite water source on the other side. So, looks like everything stopped running. I'm not really worried about the loss of a little bit of lava. So let's go ahead and just clean this up just a little bit. And we'll go through our magmatic dynamos down here. So I'm going to need a couple more. Let me go ahead and make a couple of magmatic dynamos, and you know what? I think the way that I want it to run is I kind of want it to go right here too. I want to make sure that I'm creating a lot of power. And so I can throw fluid ducts right here. Yeah, that'll work just fine. Yeah, so that'll be 5 here, 5 here. That should be a good amount of power. And if I need to, I can always go up another row, or even 2 sets right here. So that'll be really cool, because then we can add 10 or 12 more. Let me go ahead and make a few magmatic dynamos, and I'll go ahead and come back when we're ready to set them up down here. Okay, so I have the magmatic dynamos that I'm going to need. I'm going to go ahead and place them down right here. And we'll just place these down. A couple here, and then I got a couple for right here. Now, the issue is, with this many dynamos, I do not have the cabling capacity to handle that much power input, because I'd like to not have to worry about this for a while, and I have plans for that much power. So if I look at the conduits that I have the hardened energy conduit, and they only transfer 400 redstone flux, which is about 5 engines. So I'm transferring 3 times that much. So I'm going to have to look at making better conduits. And the next tier up from the hardened is the redstone energy conduit. Now, the redstone energy conduit is made with redstone energy conduit that's empty, and then filling it with redstone. And it's 2 pieces of redstone per conduit. And it's pretty easy. It's hardened glass and electrum. And electrum we just make in the induction furnace upstairs with gold and silver, and that'll make 2. So I should have enough to make quite a bit of this. And upstairs I was melting down some redstone in preparation. So I have 10 buckets of redstone. I don't know if that's going to be enough, but we'll find out here. The other thing that I'm going to need is the cell that I have only outputs 400 as well, because I still only have a hardened energy cell. Now I'd like to make a redstone energy cell. So just like the other one, I'm going to need some electrum, some lead, and that doesn't seem too bad. But I need to make another cell. So I have the diamonds and everything for that. So let's see. Let's go ahead and make that cell. The next one up is the resonant. We may end up making the resonant at some point, but for right now, this will work just fine. So I'm going to need the frame here, and I'm going to make 2. So there goes all of my hardened glass. So I will have to make some more obsidian at some point, but it's not something that I need right now. I do have some still in my system. So I'm going to need to fill this up with 4 buckets of molten redstone. So looks like I am going to need quite a bit more. Oh, not dirt. So let's just go ahead and throw a stack in here to get this started. And let's pull that out. I'm going to throw these in here, and then we have some of the conduits ready to go. So down here, I want to put right here, here, and yeah, I probably should whack these first. So I need to whack them so that they turn the right way. And I'm doing this really compact because I have my dynamos here, and they're all feeding into one conduit, which will make it really easy. And just whack these so that they face the conduit. And now there should be a lot of power coming into this conduit. Now I think the way that I want to do this is through the wall. So I need to kind of get back here and run some energy conduit down this way. And I don't need to be far in the wall, just one block. And I want to put it right here. Let's see where that is. Yeah, that's fine. And the way that I'm going to do it is I'm going to do it right here, and then actually let's go ahead and just put it right here. So I'm going to need to go a little bit farther. Oh, a little bit too many. And I want to go right here and come over this way. And I'm just going to fill this in with cobble. And we can go ahead and close it up so it'll look really nice. Don't need to see this here, and then from here I want to put one here, and then once I get my redstone energy cells I can place one down. Oop. So there's one. Looks like I need 5 more to finish this one off. And then I'm going to need 10 more to finish off my conduit here. I think 10. Might be 20. 20. If I need to, I can make some more conduit just to get rid of the extra redstone. So there's our 2 empty cells, and I'm going to throw these in here so that way they fill up. And what we can do with our empty cells, or filled cells, is now we can turn them into the energy cell. So I'm going to need 2 of these here, and redstone energy cell, go. And I should have some covers. Perfect. I have some regular covers here and some hollow covers. I'm going to need both. And what I want to do is, I don't need this right here, is I want to put my redstone energy cell down. And that's input, so it'll input all of that power, and I'm just going to go ahead and cover that up. So that way now I don't have to see it. And then over here I'm going to put a hollow cover. So that way it looks nice, goes right through the wall. And then what I can do is from here I can go upstairs and just put another cover here. But I'm not quite ready for that just yet. Why aren't these working? Am I not producing enough lava? I might need another volcanic furnace. Well, I'll give this a little while. It'll take just a little bit to finish filling everything up. Or maybe another igneous extruder, because it doesn't look like this is able to keep up. Did I burn through all of that redstone? Or cobble? Yeah, looks like it. So what I want to do with all of this power is fix my rotary craft system. And there's one way to do that. If I go here, actually, let's just pull out our book. There's one thing that was added in the update that'll really be nice here on Horizons. And it's a new type of engine. And there it goes. It's right here. It's the magnetostatic engine. And basically what it'll do is it'll run off of RF, which we can create with thermal expansion. It's not very expensive to make either. And all we need is a little bit of silver, silver, some lead, a redstone conductance coil, and I wonder if I have any shaft units or base plates. No, it doesn't look like I do. That's okay, I can make one really easy. So there's base plates. You know what, I'm going to go ahead and make 2. And let's see if I have any shaft units. No. No, not diamond shaft. Just regular shaft unit. And so that'll actually make 3. So I can make 3 conductance coils. So that way we can make 3 of these engines. So I'm going to need a little bit of lead, a little bit of silver, and some copper. So there's lead, tin, silver, I have lots of that, and copper. And then I am going to need, not work table, actually I think I put it right here. Yep, work table. I picked up that just to see if that is what was causing the lag, but it's not. So there's our coils, shaft unit, base panels, and I believe it was lead up here, and then silver here. Yep. So we should be able to make 1, 2, 3. And I don't need these extra metals, so I can throw those in my system here. I shouldn't need those redstone either. So what we can do is, that's empty. Let's see if I have how much power I have in here. That's not too bad. So what we can do is we can, just for demonstration purposes, because we might not have time this episode, but if we run our cabling, and I just go ahead and throw this down right here, what I can do is set this front face to be output. Why are you not connecting? Let's try replacing that. There it goes. So what I can do now is, once this gets some power, why is it sucking the power out? That's output. It should be outputting the power into here. Maybe it's just a visual bug. But what I should be able to do is adjust the torque and speed to basically whatever I want it to be, and I can see what the power output would be. And then from there, I can run shaft units and, you know, all of our other rotary craft different power transport. And the sound isn't really too bad. I don't mind the low hum. So now when we put a whole bunch of these next to each other, it makes quite a loud sound. So I won't be doing a lot of that. But this will help us turn our redstone flux energy into rotary craft and be a little bit more precise about what machines get how much. Because I can put one of these magnetostatic engines, say I wanted to put that to run my extractor, I can set this exactly to what I need it to be for my extractor. So I'm going to go ahead and run the power upstairs, and I'll be right back when I have everything ran to where I need it. Actually, guys, it does look like we have hit that wrapping up point. So between this episode and next, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and run the power upstairs. And we'll come back next episode and we'll start playing with these magnetostatic engines and seeing how our power system's doing. I'm going to let it charge up for a little bit. I might need another igneous extruder, so I might just set one up, maybe on the other side of that chest. I hope you guys enjoyed, and with that, I will see you guys later.